Okay, now I got a couple of pieces of track polished here, and now I'm going to go ahead and solder these two pieces together. And the way I handle wiring and soldering of my track is I have a DCC layout, and I want to make sure I've got good electrical conductivity between the sections. And so what I usually do is solder two sections together and then run feeder wires on either end, just so I don't have to have a few billion feeder wires running to this to these tracks. So I'm going to solder them in the middle, and then the feeder wires will go at the ends. I'm going to solder these two together. So what I'm going to do is flip these over. And let me go ahead and zoom in here. Okay, so get yourselves a better view. There we go. Alright, I'm going to take a razor blade and cut 2 ties worth off. Like that. Cut 2 ties worth. Cut another 2 right there. Okay. Go ahead and move this so these are equal. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little file, a flat file here. I'm going to clean off the bottom of these rails. So when I put the joiners on and then some solder on the joiners, I got good electrical contact. So that's what I'm going to do here. Get some of this stuff off here. Let's file a little bit, just enough to clean the blackening solution off. And go ahead and take a little bit, clean that up like that, clean that off. Okay, now let me go ahead and put my rail joiners on. Okay, make sure you can see what I'm doing here. Get my hands in the way. Go ahead and put those on. And like so. About halfway. Just like that. Oops. Got a couple of them got stuck together here. Alright, good. There, you can see what I'm doing there, putting those on. Hopefully my hands aren't in the way. About halfway in like that. And do the same for the other piece. Things get a little bit trickier when I have to work with curves. So that's, in that case, I usually solder the joiners onto one piece of track, and I haven't been soldering all these sections together, and then I just run more feeders on the curves just to make sure there's good contact. So I want to multiply the number. I suppose the rule of thumb is you can't have too many feeders when it comes to DCC. Maybe I'm just a little lazy that way. I don't know. But so far it's worked out fine for me. Okay, got these two, got the joiners on there, rail joiners. I'm going to go ahead and let me go prep the other ends here. So I'll be back in a little bit. Hey, excuse me. Have you been watching any of my videos on making hand lathe turnouts? I have a technique for soldering that gives me a carefully measured amount of solder each time. So they take some rosin core solder and oops, get it into focus and cut them into discs, little slices, maybe about I don't know, about a 32nd of an inch or so, depending on how much solder I need. I've got one stuck onto the end of this blade. I'm going to go ahead and put it right on top of where the rail meets the rail joiner, right there. Now what I'm going to do, take my soldering iron and zap it. Make sure soldering iron's good and hot. There we go. Go ahead and do the same for the next one. That, lay it on there. Touch it. There we go. Like I say, you want to make sure you get the rail blackening solution off of there so you we're making good electrical contact. Now I'll go ahead and do all the other sections where I have rail joiners on there. I'll go ahead and solder those as well. Okay, got another one there. Let me just put them both on and just do one after the other. That. Alright. There. Do the last piece. Here we go.